G'day folks, is the Hero 7 Black still your best choice for an all-in-one travel camera? Let's go in and take a look. So the Hero 7 Black was released in September of 2018, the Insta360 One X was released in November of 2018, and the Osmo Pocket was released in December of 2018. So all three cameras are relatively new. Now before we get going here, I just want to mention that all of these cameras here in front of me, the Osmo Pocket, the Insta360 One X, and the GoPro, I've used them all thoroughly, and especially the Osmo Pocket. This thing has really blown me away of what it's capable of and just how easy it is to use. But a couple weeks ago, I finally had a chance to use them in a travel situation. I took all three with me and used them all, but I must say, in my opinion, the Hero 7 Black is still the best travel camera to take with you, and there's a couple reasons why. First off, the Insta360 One X is a spherical camera, and you can punch out traditional videos. You know, there is some work involved in doing that, and it's sometimes not the best for everyday situations. The Osmo Pocket takes great footage, it's easy to use, but there's a couple things that it doesn't have that the GoPro Hero 7 Black has. Now, depending on where you're traveling to and what you're capturing, that will make a big difference on what kind of cameras you want to bring with you. Personally, I don't like bringing DSLRs with me. I'm not a photographer per se, so I don't really need to have a large camera with me. If you're a photographer, then of course you're going to bring a DSLR with you. If you're just looking to capture some nice footage, family vacations, out exploring the world, I think the GoPro is your best bet. Now, the first reason is that it's waterproof. The Osmo Pocket and the Insta360 One are not waterproof out of the box. The Insta360 One does have a waterproof and a dive case that you can purchase, but they're kind of costly. In fact, the waterproof casing for the Insta360 One X was recalled. They have to redesign it. There were some flaws with it. The waterproof casing for the Osmo Pocket hasn't been released yet, but to me, it still is cumbersome to use, plus it's going to be probably a little expensive as well. Now, the Hero 7 Black is waterproof right out of the box, as is, up to 33 feet. So unless you're a diver, 33 feet is more than enough for the average user. You know, and depending on where you're traveling, that can be really important. I was just in the Dominican Republic with my family. You know, we were at the beach a lot, we were in the pools, we were out snorkeling, doing different excursions, and having that waterproof camera for snorkeling and different things like that comes in really handy, and it does a really nice job underwater. So it definitely an important feature. Not only that, but if you're caught out in rain, different things like that, but you still want to film, you don't have to worry about getting moisture on it. The next thing I really like about the GoPro Hero 7 Black over some of these other cameras here is its durability. Now, it does have the LCD screen on the back that could potentially be damaged if dropped. The lens cover, however, if you do happen to damage it, it can be replaced. It just twists off, and you can replace these for about 20 bucks, I think. So it's nice that you can replace that lens. The Insta360 One X is very delicate. It has the protruding lenses, and they can be scratched or damaged very easily. If you drop this thing and you get a scratch on that lens, it's no good anymore. Now, the lenses can be repaired if they are damaged, but it does have to be sent back to the Insta360 One company, and it's fairly pricey to do. For the Osmo Pocket, it is a mechanical gimbal, so that gimbal could be damaged fairly easily if dropped. So it's definitely a little bit more delicate than something like the GoPro. And durability when on vacation is super important because, like I said, if you're out doing excursions, you're hiking, climbing, excursioning, diving, this thing could potentially take a lot of knocks. And as you can see with mine, it's pretty beat up. I use this thing well. And, you know, I've never had an issue with any of my GoPros, actually. And the other thing is, sometimes it's nice to hand your GoPro to your kids and just let them go and film themselves naturally. Sometimes as a parent, you know, you're telling your kids you want to get some footage, you know, it's very staged and doesn't look very natural, but you hand them the GoPro and let them go and do their thing. It looks really nice and you don't have to worry about them damaging it. My Osmo Pocket, I'm very nervous handing over to our 10-year-old daughter. You know, they're not really sometimes careful with things or really understand how easily things can be damaged. So to me, pairing your GoPro Hero 7 Black with the floating hand grip by GoPro is the perfect travel combination. First off, it just gives you a nice grip. It's comfortable to hold. It's foam, so there's a lot of friction there, so you don't have to worry about it slipping out of your hand. Whether you're in water or not, it just gives you a nice grip. Plus, it has the built-in lanyard, and that can be very important. If you're on a zip line or doing anything like that, you want to make sure this thing's attached to your wrist because, you know, accidents happen. And if you accidentally drop it, it's not going to go anywhere. But then if you go in the pool or head to the beach or do any kind of snorkeling or water activities, you now have a floating hand grip as well. So if you drop it in the water, it's just going to float. It's not going to sink to the bottom. And unfortunately with the Osmo Pocket, that's one of the flaws I find it has is that there's no way to hook a lanyard up to it as of yet. I did order in a rubber silicone sleeve for it that has a built-in wrist strap, so I will be doing a review of that coming up. So being able to strap a camera to your wrist is very important. Now you can do that with the Insta360 One if you put it on a handle. A lot of the handles have lanyards or wrist straps built in, so you are able to do that with the Insta360 One as well. But again, it is delicate, so it is something you have to be careful with if you're doing a lot of extreme stuff. The other added bonus to the GoPro is the Quick app. Quick app isn't something I use a lot. I like to kind of edit my own videos. But even coming home on the airplane, you got a few hours to kill. I just uploaded all my videos to my phone, threw it into Quick, and it actually spit out a nice 3-minute video that was edited really well. I was actually quite impressed. So that's the other nice bonus, is that the Quick app can throw your footage all together into a nice little edit. So if you're a person who does not want to spend a lot of time editing, using the GoPro Quick app is perfect because it does a really good job. The only benefit to using something like the Osmo Pocket over the GoPro is you don't have that distorted video. The GoPros do have that kind of fisheye lens, so some of your footage is a little bit distorted. If you don't have to shoot in 4K, you can set it to linear, and that gets rid of a lot of it. The other kind of problem too with using the Osmo Pocket on holidays, if you want to transfer your footage to your phone or iPad to do some viewing or editing, if you're shooting at 4K 60, it's not compatible with the iPhone or the iPad yet. If you're shooting at 4K 30, you have no problem. You can transfer the content right over. There are ways around that to get the footage on there, but it is pretty complex, and you need other hardware with you. But with the GoPro, if you're shooting at 4K 60 or in a codec that is not supported on the iPhone or iPad, it will convert it as it's transferring it over, so you're still able to get it in there at a high quality. So yeah, folks, again, this is just opinion based, and I would definitely recommend, if you're in the market for one camera that you want to be able to take with you on holidays and vacations, definitely go with the Hero 7 Black. No matter what camera you decide to go with, the one nice thing is that they're all small and compact and they all travel well, and they can all fit in a pocket. Sometimes when you're out exploring the world, you don't want to be burned down with a lot of gear and different lenses and accessories. You just want one little camera that you can pull out quick and capture the moment and move on. Well, folks, hopefully you enjoyed this video and you got some useful information out of it. Give this video a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.